Hey world, it's Randy and Ben. That's Ben. Say hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
We are here doing what we do at night in Oklahoma with guitars and amps that we like so much. We're messing around with some Bassman tonight and some UA aux amp top boxes. Bassmans, whatever. There's a 58, which we're not recording because we don't have enough chords. There is a 1960 that we call the Gruen amp because we got it from Gruen's. It's got ribbed cone speakers, PT&Qs, vintage ones. The brown one is also a 60 that we got from a dude in Texas, and it's got ribbed cone speakers. And then this amp is also a 60, and it's got 3 ribbed cone PT&Qs and 1 smooth cone. Now, I'm not really sure how that happened, but I can tell you that the fellow we bought it from had lent it to Eric Johnson. Hey, see that rifle over there? Before you get all upset, that's an air gun, okay? Just saying. It's not an assault weapon. It's an air rifle. So we won't go into more than that, but just didn't want anybody freaking out. Anyway, this 60 on the left was lent to Eric Johnson for a while, and he used it a bit, and we think that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure the speakers, well, I don't know. It sounds different. All 3 of them sound a little bit different, even though they're the same circuit and the same year. They've been maintained differently, and they age differently. So we're going to give you an example of all 3 of them with our beloved 1961 Stratocaster. Turn it over to Ben just so they can see. Yeah, that's not a relic. That's the real deal, guys. And we've sold it. It's going to a happy new home on the left coast, which we're going to hand deliver it to next week.
This means it's got the left coast blues.
It's got the left coast blues. Very nice, Ben. So anyway, we're going to record neck pickup tones through all 3 amps, and then some bridge pickup tones through all 3 amps. And during the recording, I'm going to aim right in the middle with my iPhone, so you get roughly the same angle on all of them. We've got QSC K10-2s running off of the aux signals, and of course the dry amp signals as well. So without further ado, Ben's gonna start in on the Gruen amp. Okay, now we'll switch to the brown. And here is the brown 60. That's the brown amp. Hey, I want to say the auxes are all set exactly the same using the preset called, what's it called?
Access Room Bold as Love or something like that?
Yep. And there's no reverb or delay, just a little bit of compression and room mics. So now we will switch to the Eric Johnson amp. Okay, here goes the EJ60 Bassman. bridge pickup. Go ahead. Also on the EJ amp. Now we'll switch to the brown amp. Just go ahead and do it real fast. I'll keep the thing rolling. While Ben moves that cord one more time, back to the Gruen amp. I'll show you settings on these amps real quick at the end. While I show them settings, would you lay this amp over so we can show them the junction box that Bob Peck built for us? Okay, so this is the one with the cleanest faceplate. You can kind of see what settings are. They're the same on all three amps. And of course, with the variances of different ages and different tubes and tolerances at the time the things were built, even though they're set the same, doesn't mean they're really exactly the same electronically, but what else are you going to do, right? So there you go. And there you go. Our friend in Tulsa, Bob Peck, built us some junction boxes because, as you know, the original amps have RCA ins and outs, and we didn't want to mess with originality of anything. This one has reissue speakers. The other ones all have original speakers. So Bob created this wonderful junction box to be able to go from the amps into the universal audio aux stuff, which we think is pretty cool. And I know you're wondering why we're not doing the Marshall example. Well, it's because we don't have enough cords, once again, to do them all at once. So anyway, that's it. Thanks a bunch. Say goodnight, Ben.
Good night.